I'm savage. Like, maybe I'm average. I'm kicking that snap to the side.
She's 20. I think she thinks she's gonna get in relationships with these niggas.
I want a relationship. I'm a relationship person. I'm religious based. Like,
you're looking at the wrong place.
No, she's not. Look at her look. That's a relationship looking bitch. Not to call you a bitch, but bitch, you a bitch that the niggas
Diamond. Also, you weren't here the last show.
Keep going in your white direction.
You also, here's the thing, bro. Like, you also don't understand that she's, no offense to you, Miss Myron, you're fairly delusional because you think an athlete, a professional athlete, is going to be monogamous to you. That's why we laughed at you last time.
No, yeah, he gonna tell you why you're delusional, but
you can still be a wife.
Tell him.
I want to know. Why am I delusional?
So going off yesterday.
Before you tell me why I'm delusional, all I'm simply saying is that when you deal with a guy, especially a professional athlete, he's going to have sex with other women. He's not going to be monogamous.
Damn. Why athletes can't be fucking loyal? Like, he don't cheat? That's just crazy. That shit look good.
When I said that to you last time, you're like, "What the fuck? That's bullshit." And I'm like, "Well, who has more leverage? There's a lot less of him and a lot more of you. He can get another girl that's 20, 21 years old that's attractive. Not trying to say that you're useless. I'm just saying that."
But that's what I say. A girl 20 doesn't see it like that.
Yeah, but they think that like they're special. And I'm here to tell y'all, man, when you deal with a certain kind of guy, your specialness goes down. He becomes a special one, and you have to go on his program. That's the reality.
Man, get on Myron's ass. Why is he delusional?
Why am I delusional?
He's delusional because I have a question. So, do you consider yourself a high value man?
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Now we getting juicy.
Yo, Myron drink all the water with that one.
I don't even have to answer it. What podcast are you on?
Yes or no? So yes. I want to hear you say it. I want to hear you say it.
Don't gotta answer it.
No,
Myron says yes.
I can't hear you say it.
Listen, my dog's a millionaire, bro. Stop.
You don't have to explicate. You don't have to explicate. I just demonstrate, man.
Okay.
It is what it is. Shout out to my man Rolo. So,
going back on last time when we talked about a high value man, you said that you didn't really care about education level, care about being cultured, right? So, do you care about those things, or yes or no?
The most important thing for a woman is compliance.
Okay.
Everything else comes after that. So
that's where you're delusional. You want like a pet. You want somebody. You don't want a companion or a best friend. What happened to men wanting a wife or a girlfriend that was like a best friend? No, you want like a pet.
Spit
you want
that
a
shit,
monkey.
Spit that shit, girl.
That's where it's like,
spit that shit, queen.
All the people.
She called you a monkey.
Oh no, I said you want a monkey, not that
okay,
he is a monkey.
Sorry.
And it's like what you're preaching to these men are like they're incels. Like you're preaching to men a dream, a lifestyle where the women are literally like you want useless. What did you say? What did you just describe them? You described them as what? Say it again. Compliant. That's so sad. That's what you want out of your future. Future wife, a compliant. That's not it. Your first thing is not loyal, not educated, not cultured. Spiritually help like ride good, benefiting you. Like that's so sad to me. I'm not for you.
Hold on, calm down. She's natural. I'm not gonna gang with my nigga like he Will Smith. Molly got the notepad for your ass. You got a notepad for your ass.
Yo, all I gotta say is,
she's right, but I'm not judging.
No. We gonna shut the fuck up. Myron grown ass man. He can't let.
So I agree though, a little bit.
Quick question.
Wait, who else agrees?
I agree a lot of it. Nigga, the fuck you talking about? I agree a lot of it, respectfully, because not trying to fuck with no like, she definitely had a big ass point right there. Hold on though, let's get back to it.
Who else agrees with her?
I agree with what she said.
You trolling? You a troll?
Based on what you said, you said you want compliance. So that's what I'm very. It's very sad.
So you're saying he's looking for a pet?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that describing? Compliant? You're describing a pet. That's what I call my cat.
Okay.
Damn.
What a treat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, and a lot of the ladies share her same sentiment.
Wait, we gotta get a raise of hands. Come on, we gotta see what's going on.
Who agrees with her?
Or who wants to add on?
That compliance is bad.
1, 2, 3.
Compliance is bad.
Okay. Nah, she was over here like.
Compliance is not bad. That's not what I'm saying. But that's the
You
first thing
literally
you
just
say.
demonized it for like 5 minutes.
Because that's what you're saying. That's the first thing that you're going to say.
That's the only thing you care about.
That's the only thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so sad.
So she can be dumb as hell.
Yep.
She can be unattractive.
Dom, you a troll.
She don't gotta have no job.
Yo, I think everybody believes it. Diamond's a troll.
Yo, you know the funny part?
He
never said that stuff in the point.
No. Wait,
Foundation.
Hold on. I love this. You gotta let it.
I ain't even had the mic on. I said, why niggas always trying to suck bro dick? Let the bruv speak for himself. Like, come on.
Yeah, no.
I like how she came prepared with it because she was sitting on this for two days.
She was.
Yeah. So,
Queen.
Not really.
Is that it?
What?
Is that the end? Is that the end of the rants? Is there anything else you want to say I'm delusional about?
I think so. I think I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me have more
Get your
time.
popcorn. Get your Takis.
You go.
This shit gonna be good.
Yeah, Queen. All right.
I love the fuckery.
Put your seatbelt on. It's about to be a bumpy ride.
I'm just gonna,
Let me see if the old Myron will come back, man. I want to get back to bring that nigga back to.
So my thing is this.
Okay.
All right, girl. Sorry.
Are men and women the same?
No, of course
Okay.
not.
Are we equal?
No.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that men lead and women follow?
No.
Okay.
I think
Why
that
not?
women can follow as well. I think that's a very old term to say statement.
I'm saying men lead, women follow. Would it be fair to say that that's accurate assessment for a proper relationship?
No.
I think so.
Why not?
Why? Because I feel like at this day and age, women can follow. Or I don't think it's see, you go back to a very very misogynistic, prehistoric view on a relationship.
Okay.
You lead, when follows. That's it.
All right. So
You said the M
No,
word.
I didn't.
So question real fast. Number one, what does misogyny mean?
First off, it's based on sexism. Like, you seem like a very sexist man.
Can you
seem like a
define
man-
misogyny for me?
Misogyny?
Yes.
Gotcha, bitch.
Very much. Oh, you want me to speak?
No, I'm
Very much against feminism. You're all for man power, all for man masculation, hyper masculinity. Somebody who
it's actually the hatred of women.
Okay, there you go.
So you're
I was describing
you're conflating misogyny with sexism, and the reality
it's tie and tied, I think.
well, reality is sexist. I don't make the rules. I just report them. Because here's the thing, you are getting attention from professional athletes that are in the top 1% merely for existing. I am not going to get that type of attention as a guy. So clearly, reality is sexist. You're going to get into a nightclub for free. You can make OnlyFans right now and probably make 10K a month selling feet pictures. I can't do that. Okay. So reality is sexist. There's certain things that women can do that men can't, and vice versa. So that's reality. Okay. So I just acknowledge reality. I'm not going to cry about it. As far as misogynistic, I'm not misogynistic. I'm realistic. That's the difference. So
You're
going back
talking about
to
everyone else rambling.
How am I rambling? I'm just explaining that.
No, all I asked is why you want someone who's compliant.
I'm going to get there.
Okay.
I'm going to get there. But I have to see where your mindset is.
Okay.
So are you saying that women can lead a man in a relationship? Is that what you're saying?
In certain aspects, yes.
No, overall, from the relationship, the final decision maker.
I don't think you
the
can
final
answer
decision
that.
maker. There has to be one leader. There has to be one boss.
Why?
There has to be one president.
Why?
Negative, son. That's a definite negative. Don't have to be one leader. That's stupid.
There's got to be one final decision maker.
Who said there has to be one final decision maker?
That's just the way the world
Why can't
works.
Joe Biden give us a stimulus check?
There's a reason why there's a president. There's a reason why there's a boss.
Duck, you do know the president don't make all the decisions by himself. Who made this man? What the fuck is this? What am I watching? Nigga say that's the reason why there's a president. It's called separation of powers, stupid bitch. Do your research, Duck.
Yeah, but he don't make none of the rules.
I think you're making a correlation to a relationship is not like a freaking country.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
Either fucking way, one person making a decision is not gonna work. It's when people come together and make a fucking decision. That's how life works. Stupid. Why am I getting tight? I don't even care about this. I don't even know who do this. Respectfully, disrespectfully, suck me.
whatsoever.
The president has a wife. The boss has a wife.
Okay, so that mindset right there.
Relationship.
So here's the thing. No, it's fantastic because they're all incorrect. That mindset right there is why that's a very, how do I say this, feminist type mindset that men and women are equal, and the reality is we're not equal. And the reason, if you don't believe me, we can look at the stats. There's a reason marriage rates are very low. The marriages that do go through, high divorce rates, and 80% of the divorces are initiated by women. Why? Because we tell women that women are equal to men and men are equal to women, and we're the same. So. We're not the same at all, which is what I'm trying to explain to you. But you're trying to say a woman can lead. Just because you're capable does not mean that it's optimal. I'm gonna say that one more time. Okay. Just because you're capable of being a leader does not mean it's necessarily optimal. If I put a circle peg, right, into a square thing, it's not gonna fit. It might fit a little bit, but it's not gonna be optimal, correct? So here's the reality. Since the beginning of time, men have led, women have followed. And there's a bunch of biological reasons for that. And we don't have to get into that. But your own dating practices prove my point that women follow, men lead. Compliance is nothing more than a woman following a man's lead. That's all it is, because I understand that women are not born independent thinkers. They're not born leaders, and they're not born independent thinkers. And they call me a misogynist for that. It is what it is, but women tend to go with the flow. They tend to be agreeable.
You agree
it's
with
biologically
that, sis?
proven.
No.
Sis, you agree with that?
She doesn't have to. This is fact. Okay. This is not me talking like me just talking shit.
I don't think it's fact.
Women go with the flow, and they are far more agreeable. Okay, this is not up for debate. It's the truth. So this is why they make less money as well. Like they are less likely to fight for wage increases, whatever. And that's a whole other conversation. But that's one facet of what I'm talking about. So since women are more agreeable, they are better at following than men are. Men tend to be less agreeable. Which, again, we're biological traits hardwired in us to do our jobs. As much as women want to say men and women are equal, whatever, we have different jobs, we have different roles for things to work perfectly. And the thing is that men and women are better together than they are apart. But when we try to say, oh, no, women, you can do what men can do and vice versa, we end up with the clown world that we're in now, where guys act like dudes, guys act like girls and girls act like dudes, and it's all fucked up, and women complain, I can't find a man, no one can pay bills, no one can fucking take care of me, he's making me split on go Dutch on a date. Women don't want that shit. So, anyway, so your own dating practices, all I'm trying to say is you're dating a man who's superior to you in every single way. That proves my point. That is compliance because you're looking for a superior, not equal.
Intellectually, spiritually, I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly.
How so?
Wholeheartedly, I'm someone who's very strong in my faith. I'm someone who, in the classroom, that's where I thrive. I'm someone who is very intellectual. So that's where I lead in a relationship. What I found is majority of my relationships, I lead, checking the time, where I see I lead is always been spiritual, is always been intellectual, leading in communication. What?
Can I ask what's your
no, hold on. Let me just
religion?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You can sell these things. None of these things are tangible, bro. Like you couldn't even define misogyny. So I know what you're talking about the class.
Well, I was describing it. I didn't know you were gonna do a short little freaking.
Well, it has a definition. If you're gonna use a word, you got to know what it means. But anyway, let's continue on. If you're gonna make a coherent argument. So again, the men that you have dated are literally pinnacle of athleticism, physicality, earning potential, probably taller than you. Superior to you in tangible ways. Why is that? Because you do not seek your equal. You look for a man that's better than you. You're using your beauty and leveraging it to get the best guy that you can, whether it's through the internet or in person, whatever it is. So your own dating practices prove what I'm trying to say. Women follow, men lead. You flew to them, I guarantee it. They didn't fly to you.
No, actually, no.
Oh, they flew to you?
True. I've had multiple times where they've flown to me and stayed at my apartment. But
these athletes,
yeah, I've had.
Oh, you were definitely the side chick then.
No,
but anyway,
I've gone to their place. They've gone to mine. It's gone hand in hand.
They can't have
so my
hotels on their credit card.
My hotel. Okay, that's fine.
Wait.
I just asked you. You still haven't proved your argument as to, or even understanding. No, you haven't. What you just explained is the importance of compliance.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's. I'm not saying that's not right. I agree. I think that a lot of girls nowadays don't understand the concept of obedience, just as men do. Most men, they don't want to even adhere to a higher authority. They don't understand it. What?
Weren't you fucking men in a couple of months? What do you?
I said I had. Excuse you. I said I had under 5 bodies.
I didn't say a number. I said, weren't you fucking men in a couple of months? So where's that like obedience? See,
my obedience. You're talking about my obedience.
I'm just saying.
My obedience comes from understanding loyalty. My obedience comes from being a good girlfriend or.
Didn't have my mic on again like a dumbass, but I was trying to figure out how having sex in a couple months with somebody has to do with obedience. I don't say how it matches, but maybe it's just because I'm not like keeping track of all their videos together, and she probably said some shit last video. But do bang bang.
Or somebody
Which proves my point,
who's getting to know somebody. No, my thing with why was that your first thing that you said?
Because
Everything
the
that
foundation of a
you're-
relationship, and I said that explicitly, it's very important.
compliance.
It's built upon a woman being compliant because men lead, women follow. If you're with a woman that can't even follow your lead, she's not worthy of being your girl because it's going to cause issues down the road. This has been in every religious text, whether it's the Quran, the Bible, etc. A quarrelsome woman, you're better off sleeping on the roof of the house. And who's back in the millennia ago, we're talking about this. So we can make arguments and say, why is compliance? That sounds misogynistic, whatever. It's not misogynistic. It's realistic.
No.
Women operate at their optimal level when they know they're with a man that they love, admire, and respect, and that man is competent to a degree that can lead them to a better life. It doesn't work the other way around in this con world that you're mentioning about a woman can lead too. No, she can't. And your own dating practices prove that because you're with a man that is capable to some degree.
You don't think that a woman can lead in any aspect at all of a relationship?
Can I ask you a question? Well, hold on, by the way, for the people who agree with her, y'all help her out, man. She don't even like
Can I ask you a question? Any woman that agrees that their future partner, that their husband can describe them, first thing is compliant. Girl, something's wrong with you.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You said you're a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What is marriage in as far as your religion?
It's a sacrament.
That's it?
It's a very serious commitment. I don't know what you're getting at.
Okay. If you're a Christian, in the Bible, a woman is supposed to be submissive to her husband.
That's what
The man is, excuse me, the man is supposed to be the leader.
Who said I
Excuse me.
Hold on. Let her speak because you've been speaking this whole entire
You're
time.
not listening to the question and what he was saying.
Okay.
At the end of the day, the man is supposed to be the leader. That means that you are supposed to be submissive to your husband. Your husband is your leader. Whether you have qualities where you dominate or not, your husband is your leader. Amen. At the end of the day, what boils down is what he says, the final word, whether you agree or not.
Okay.
Wait, okay. You can be a leader. Wait, am I pausing this too much? You can be a leader. Oh my god, why is it so one-sided? Final say or not. Like, you can't just stupid. Is this how people really think? That's why I don't talk to nobody.
Because that's your husband. Hold up. So, no. Oh, trust me. We can go there because I'm religiously savvy. So you want to be Christian or Christian battle? We can go in there. That's not an argument.
Let's have it.
Listen, I'm just saying. If you want to talk about religion, religiously, you dead ass wrong. You can't be a feminist and a Christian.
This is the thing, love. This is the thing. There's nothing wrong. Just as a woman should be submissive to her husband, I completely agree.
You can voice differences,
but that's compliant.
100%. What? Okay.
Qualities.
Who said that they can't be compliant? I'm just saying, when you're first described,
sweetheart,
why are you getting so fucking triggered? Calm your fucking self down.
Sweetheart.
Calm the fuck down.
They're literally gonna fall.
Calm the fuck down.
1 second, sweetheart.
Calm the fuck down.
I see. 1 second. Baby girl, listen to me, sweetheart.
You're the one that looks delusional.
Sweetheart, just wait. The question was, do you believe a woman?
No, the question was, I asked the question. How would you describe do you not care for educated
He
culture?
wants compliant. He wants a submissive
That's
woman.
so
He answered your
That's
question.
The first thing that he said?
Sweetheart, he said he wants a compliant woman equal to he wants a submissive woman. That is exactly what we're talking about, and you missed the point.
No, my point in it was that's how he describes his woman solely. He doesn't care if she's educated.
That is the most important quality, and you're not understanding.
You agree with that?
I do agree. A man does not want a woman who's gonna sit here and bicker back and forth.
Okay.
Like the shit you're doing, and niggas not gonna deal with it. I see why they got you out within a month or two.
I like women. I like women. Listen, sweetheart, I like women, and I'd rather date a submissive woman, a woman that's not gonna give me bullshit about some shit that in reality she don't even got. She's not even paying attention about what we're talking about. You get what I'm saying? No. I don't want to sit here and argue about shit. Men like that. Men need peace and quiet, and they want a woman that is submissive. That is what men want.
That's so sad.
Okay, well, can I say
hold on. Whoa, just real quick.
I mean, it's a negative way to look at every fucking thing in the world, goddamn. But I can see where she's coming from, respectfully, dyke shorty. It is sad, but it is what the fuck it is. You can't change the fucking world, goddamn. I ain't finna watch this shit no more. I'm done so. Finna give me hot blood pressure going up, respectfully. In the name of G, we slang dick. If y'all enjoyed the video, let me know. I'ma catch y'all in the next one. Gangy.